Did you know that for this movie, director Alfonso Cuarón had never read the Harry Potter novels nor seen the first two movies? When he was offered the job of director, it was director Guillermo del Toro who convinced him, saying, "Don't be stupid, read them immediately." So this Harry Potter movie has always been a fun one for me. It's also the first Harry Potter movie to start shifting towards a darker tone. Right away the logo has gone from yellow to silver, meaning we're not completely in the dark yet, but we're slowly getting there, and there's a lot of elements in this movie that make it a lot darker than the first two movies. And I have 3 reasons why I like this movie, and the last reason is definitely my favorite. First reason I like this movie is it's a very, very different feel than the first two movies, mainly because there's a new director involved. Most of the time you can tell right off when something's a little different, and if a movie or a show is off even just a little bit, most of the time it comes from a new director. I like the shift in this movie. We get into Harry's parents' backstory, a little more about who their friends were when they were in school, and more details that Harry is learning about his parents' murder and all the little intricacies when it came to how his parents became murdered. This is the only Harry Potter movie also to not include Voldemort. Every single other Harry Potter movie, Voldemort is physically there in some capacity, but this is the only movie where he is not present in any form. And I actually like that. It pulls the focus away from Voldemort for a minute, and we get the focus directly on Sirius Black. And now he is a very integral character, not just for this movie, but for Harry. Just a big key to the puzzle of who he actually is, why he was in Azkaban, and what his relationship is to Harry. He was a really awesome character. Gary Oldman knocks it out of the park. Sirius Black is one of my favorite Harry Potter characters, and Gary Oldman was just the perfect cast when it came to Sirius Black. The second reason I like this movie is most of the movie we get something called a bait and switch, which I love me a good old bait and switch from time to time. Bait and switch being Sirius Black, from beginning to pretty much almost the end, he's painted as the bad guy. He is bad news. Like anything to do with him, the Grim, Harry's marked for death. And everyone in the wizarding world knows that Sirius Black was a big supporter of Voldemort. Harry's constantly being guarded and told that you gotta watch out for Sirius Black. Just the whole idea of us getting us so focused on Sirius Black for the entire movie, hating Sirius Black, hoping he either gets captured, he gets killed, something along the lines of that. And then at the very end, we realize that he was actually innocent. And he was framed. He's the framed guy, and the real bad guy was someone who no one expected. Completely out of left field bad guy. And my final and my favorite reason is the utilization of time traveling in this movie. This is the only movie that utilizes it, and I've often wondered why they didn't use time travel more in the movies, because I think at certain points in the movies in the future, time travel could have come in handy. Would there be a better outcome in the future Harry Potter movies if time travel was involved? Hermione knows the time travel laws, and if she were to implement them correctly, there may have been some tragedies that could have been avoided due to time travel. The time traveling, another cool, neat addition to the Harry Potter universe. It's easily my favorite part of the movie. So if you haven't seen Prisoner of Azkaban in a while, it's a really great movie, and I highly recommend check it out as soon as you possibly can. It is on HBO Max. So for Prisoner of Azkaban, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10 Mudflaps. And remember, leave me a thumbs up and drop in the comments below. Who's your favorite character from Prisoner of Azkaban? See you next time.